With the World Cup just months away, many fans believe this is the year that football is finally coming home. But I feel like I've been hearing that for the past 20 years. When it comes to English football, there are zero guarantees. So I'm whipping out plan B. I'm gonna make England the world's best nation, but we're doing it by only being able to sign English players and rebuilding Newcastle United. Yes, Newcastle are doing well in real life, but so many of their key players are not English. So we're basically ripping out the core of this squad. Let's see if we can make it happen or whether English football will be doomed forever. So this is the default Newcastle United starting 11. And yes, we have some decent players in there. Yes, we have players like Gordon that I can put big pressure on for this video, but so much of this starting 11 is about to get ripped out. But lads, we've got to hit the ground running. The one area, the one position I am so nervous about with this squad is the striker role. So it is critical to our success that Liam Delap turns into a superstar. If we can't turn him into a superstar, we're going to have a tough carry at the striker role. Signing number one from Chelsea, it is going to be Liam Delap. Also, I should probably address the obvious. This is not our normal backdrop. I am in a temporary setup for the next little while, so get used to this setup for a little while. To be honest, boys, I'm currently in a real life relegation battle of my own. It's not quite Wolverhampton Wanderers status, but I'm definitely feeling a bit like West Ham United in real life right now. We'll be good, but I appreciate your lads' patience whilst we are in this temporary setup. Departures like this definitely make this mission a lot easier though. Big money coming in for Sandro Tonali. The Italian goes to Real Madrid. I wanted to do a straight swap, Bellingham for Tonali, but we have got a serious amount of cash for the Italian. So much of these early seasons though are about the future. We know the likes of Bellingham are going to be there for us. They're going to be good no matter what, but there are positions like strike with the lap and like goalkeeper where we need to think about the future. Jordan Pickford's going to be good for a couple of years. Nick Pope is at his absolute peak right now, but it is paramount for us to develop James Trafford into a world-class goalkeeper. Rumored with a move to Newcastle last summer, we're making it permanent right now, joining us from Man City like you should have in real life. I was tempted to keep Lewis Miley in the starting 11, but for now, I'm going to loan him out. I'm open to bringing him back though. And another man, non-English man out of the club, Emil Kraft. This one hurt though. Sven Botman, love him in career mode. He goes to Chelsea. And the streets will not forget Fabian Schär pre-COVID. This dude was an absolute beast in like 2019. But for now, the Swiss defender heads to Villa Park. Speaking of Villa Park, we have gone and negotiated with Unai Emery and signed one of the players that I want to be a cornerstone of this Newcastle England rebuild. That, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be Morgan Rogers, 83 overall, 22 years of age. This is going to be absolutely brilliant. I want to make him into one of the world's best attacking midfielders. I'm going to be jumping into the time machine for the second time this window though, stealing a new signing from Manchester City. He's only been there a matter of weeks in real life, but in this reality, Mark Gahey's heading further north. At this point, we might be better off just getting in a room with Pep Guardiola and saying, I'll give you 5 guys, you give me 7. You guys knew it was coming. It hurts to do, but the money that we get back is beautiful. Bruno is going to Bayern Munich, 85 mil. But look, with all of the upgrades and the great performances Ezri Konsa has been putting in real life, it makes sense to bring him in alongside Gahey. Normally, he would not have been on my shortlist, but he's been upgraded to an 84 overall. He's 27 years of age, entering his prime as a defender. If we can get 1 or 2 overall growth out of him and just hold him there, he could be an absolutely brilliant signing. There was the option to go in for Jarrad Branthwaite and try growing him into a player, but Konsa is more of a ready now option. Him and Morgan Rogers might become roommates. Ezri Konsa, another player joining us from Villa, along with another former Crystal Palace man, Adam Wharton, joining us at St. James's Park. I do want to make sure I get Bellingham in at one point, but Bellingham, if he does join us, is going to enter an unbelievable midfield. Got to make sure we're giving our new recruits the best possible chance to succeed though. Love Nick Pope, but we got to get rid of him. He's off to Leverkusen. But with Newcastle's new summer marquee signings like Elanga, we can't sell them, but I can loan them. Elanga's going to Liverpool on loan for the year. Voltemade's heading to Chelsea. And this one was a little bit harder to get over the line, but our final move of the summer, Johan Wieser off on loan. It's going to be 2 years in North London for him. But that is a busy opening window in charge of Newcastle United. The squad looking a little different to real life. The midfield definitely weaker, but I'm hoping Rodgers and Wharton could shape up pretty quickly. I'm giving the first half of the season to Ramsey and to Barnes, but I am prepared to upgrade in January if necessary. But since we are starting at the start of season number 1, Newcastle United in the Champions League, like in real life, in real life, Newcastle are into the round of 16. They've done a pretty good, they're in the playoff round. They've done a pretty good job. We will see if we can match that. This is the route though, for those not familiar. PSG away in Paris, hosting PSV away at Leverkusen, to the south of France against Marseille, followed by a hosting job of the Basque club Athletic Bilbao. December we host Benfica, whilst January is a trip to Belgium, and then a final hosting job against Barcelona. We will see how that one plays out. I'm not expecting us to win it in season 1, but that would be nice. We don't know our fate in the Champions League yet, but the 1st of January, we are sitting outside of the top 4. We need to be getting top 4 every year. I want us pushing for a Champions League title with this England team every year possible. Man City currently on an invincible season, bro. We're having a decent year. It's just the top 3 at least are having career best. One of the big problems though, I saw this potentially being a problem. Aaron Ramsdale getting the starts over James Trafford. Trafford's getting the growth. Ramsdale a loan player though, I'm terminating his loan. But look, Ramsey's gotten off to a really good start this year. So for me here in January, there is only one position that I want to go for an upgrade in. That is going to be the right wing role. I'm going to move Anthony Gordon across to left wing, and we're going to have Noni Madueke coming across here to the right wing role from Arsenal, 40 mil. The Champions League has gone perfectly though, just one loss and we are automatically into the round of 16. That is not what I expected. The dream of a 1-season rebuild is alive and well. So now we wait and see who comes out of this playoff round. I'm expecting us to get one of the big dogs, but let's see how it shakes out. Okay, round of 16, it is going to be Barcelona. Not surprised, they came 10th. Exact same record as us. We only got past them by 2 goals, but we did verse them in league phase play where we drew 2-2. So let's see if we can get over that hump and get ourselves a win. Gordon up to an 85. Rodgers to an 85. Come on, lads. Lewis Hall already to an 84. Here we go, lads. Murphy injured on the bench. First leg and we lose 2-1. Lamine Yamal with the goal. I didn't come into this video with the expectation of winning a Champions League in season 1, but whenever you get yourself in this position, you have got to try capitalizing. Second leg, St. James's Park, rainy day in the north of England. Come on, fellas. Keep the season alive. We do not, just like our final league phase game. It is a 2-2 draw. Konsa, of all players, with a brace, but we are out of the Champions League in the round of 16, and we need to lock in on the Premier League top 4 race. Come on, Chelsea are the team that drop off. We end up getting 75 points, 5 points clear of the team that currently has Voldemade, and we are going to be going back to the Champions League in season number 2 with Newcastle United. Man City do not go invincible, but with just 3 losses all year, they win the Premier League. That is kind of nice. Like, I signed so many players from Villa. Finishing above them is expected, but not a guarantee. Sunderland, our rivals, are going to stay up though, whilst Burnley, Fulham, and Leeds go down. FA Cup goes to Liverpool. Sunderland actually made it to the semi-finals. Oh, we went out early to Villa. Would have been nice if we could win another Carabao Cup with Newcastle, but City do that. We lost to City. The 2 teams that we did the most business with both knocked us out of the cups. And the team that eliminated us from the Champions League, Barcelona, won the whole thing. They won it from the playoffs. I guess that is reassuring for us. Like, we only went out by 1 goal to Barcelona and they won the Champions League. Aston Villa won the Europa League. Oh, is that going to cost us? Is that going to cost us Champions League football, or are we there because England has enough coefficient ranking? Bro, I'd be so pissed if Villa got into the Champions League ahead of us. Liam Delap, there was big pressure on him to have a standout opening year, and he has done just that. +4 to an 82. The direction at the striker role is looking great. Gordon's had an unbelievable year as well, but the most surprising to me is Lewis Hall, not for his goals and assists, but for him going up to an 85 in just 1 year. We do have some questions to ask though at the centre midfield role. Jacob Ramsey, decent growth, but there are better options out there. 3 men all retiring at the end of the season, all of them English as well. Mark Gillespie, Kieran Trippier, and John Ruddy all retire. I was hoping maybe Lewis Miley could come in at centre midfield next year, but Just 1 overall growth for him is actually horrible. So one of my main priorities here in Season 2 is clearing out all of the non-English players. Alanga's back from his loan. I didn't want to sell him within the Premier League, but Tottenham came in. I'm accepting that. William Osula heading to Ipswich Town permanently. The Greek shot stopper Odysseus Vlachodimos is going to Burnley. And probably the last massive departure I'm going to have this year. It's not Antonino Cordero, who I've decided to loan to Fiorentina, but it is the German defender Malik Thior, who joins Brighton for 41 mil. And look, I've got a few minor players that I'm negotiating leaving the club, but financially, we are in an unbelievable position. I've got to go in for him, lads. I have to try. Jude Bellingham, it is an absolute no-brainer. The Englishman is going to join us from Real Madrid. I've had to pay so much money for him, but he's really, when you get an opportunity to use him, you've got to use him. I don't know if I've got to use him in a single video so far on FC26, but this is a great opportunity when we're trying to make England the world's best nation. He is one of the guys that is expected to do it in real life, and he's going to do it here at St. James's Park. Jude Bellingham joining us from Real Madrid for £180 million. Now that Liam Delap is established as the star striker here at Newcastle United, I need to bring in a new backup striker. Numbers incredibly thin there, but I'm going to bring Dominic Solanke over from Tottenham. Trying to continue the clear out, though, of the non-Englishmen. It hasn't been an easy process, a lot of accepted offers, and a lot of contract fall-throughs, but we have got the Dane Travis Hearn out of here off to Turkey. And when it comes to the Scotsman Ashby and the Irishman Murphy, I'll keep on trying, but I'm not hopeful. Here is the squad heading into season number 2, though, hoping to go further than the round of 16. Noni Madueke got jumper's knee. I haven't seen that, but he'll be back in a couple of days' time. But bro, this team is unbelievable. If Trafford can get the growth and if Madueke can get the growth, I genuinely think we could be a Champions League contender this year. We do probably need to start thinking about the reserves, though. Certain positions are sweet, but especially in the back line, we lack a lot of depth. Oh, Aston Villa. Aston Villa did us dirty, bro. I brought Jude Bellingham here with the hope of winning a Champions League title. We finished 4th last year, but because Aston Villa won the Europa League, we've been put into the Europa League. God, I hope I do the same to them this year. Let's go win the Europa League. Let's put all of our focus into the Premier League. And let's make sure that we are back in the Champions League for Season 3. That is such a pain in the ass. Okay, we come 3rd. That's okay. I just wanted to avoid, I think forever now, I'll want to avoid 4th position. We should have been competing for a Champions League title this year. 3rd in the Premier League, though. We're back to the Champions League finally next year. And the nice thing, Man City, they come 5th, so unless they've won the Europa League or the Champions League, which is a real possibility, unless they've done that, we will not have to verse them next year. Arsenal do win the league, though. Aston Villa down to 10th. You deserve that for doing what you did to us last year. Leicester, Sheffield, and Wolverhampton all go down. FA Cup this year goes to Arsenal. Carabao Cup goes to Fulham. In the Championship, Fulham have won the cup. That would be beautiful. Good. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Man City did not win the Champions League. That goes to AC Milan. We did finish 10th, though, in the Europa League. So we go into the playoffs where we beat Sparta Prague 6-2. Obviously, winning the Europa League does not matter fully for us right now, but it still would be nice if we could do that. Round of 16, we destroy Karabag. Quarterfinals, we beat Ferencvárosi. So we're into the semifinals, where we lose to Atalanta. We will not win the Europa League semi-finalists. Atalanta beat Lyon on pens, whilst Tottenham win a Conference League. Big year for Anthony Gordon, got 37 goals. Oh my God. Voltemade, he's coming back from loan last year. 24 goals for him at Chelsea. Noni Madueke, Jude Bellingham, great first year. Can't lie though, I'm happy with the overall, but I'm slightly disappointed with the only 13 goals in all competitions for Liam Delap. Just 1 goal in 15 Europa League games is not good enough. Adam Wharton up to an 89 though is unbelievable. And James Trafford, oh my God, we were worried about him. He's gone up to an 86, bro. We have to be primed for a Champions League run next year. What is Conser at? Konsa's at an 85, just like we called it. We're going to have to do a lot of work to the squad depth, though. Jamal Lascelles, Harrison Ashby, which I'm happy about, Dan Byrne, Jacob Murphy, and Matt Target are all leaving the club. But all in all, I am fired up, lads. Bring on Season 3 back in the Champions League with this English Newcastle side. Similar mindset to last year when we signed Jude Bellingham. Do we have the money? Can we do it? Yes. Noni Madueke's been so solid for us, but bro, when you can comfortably afford Saka, you have to go for him. I can't do an England-only rebuild, making England the world's best country, and not sign the star boy and Jude Bellingham. So that is exactly what we are going to do right now. We are going all out to win ourselves a Champions League title here in season number 3. Saka will be joining us from Arsenal. We've paid big time, but it's only about half of our budget, 128 mil for him. And when he's 90 overall at 25, it's a no-brainer. We're taking a greater look at the squad. A lot of our squad depth is piss poor. We need to do a better job at managing that. So a lot of my signings for this year are going to be around that. Jayden Bogle joining us from Toulouse. Josh King, a great option if things don't work out with this generation, is joining us as a backup attacking mid. But it is time. A lot of loan spells have concluded, and we need to get rid of a lot of the non-English players. Congolese striker Yohan Wissa permanently going to Man City. I wish I could have kept this guy. Man City are loading up on our strikers now, though. Voltemade returning from his loan. He's joining Wissa at Man City. But that has given us the money to make upgrades. Well, not upgrades, but I guess squad depth upgrades in the 2 positions we desperately need them right now. First one's going to be in between the sticks, Carl Rushworth, and another Englishman coming back from Spain, Jarrad Branthwaite. I think this might be the first time I've ever signed him in a rebuild as a backer. Oh my god, this team is ridiculous. Konsa has gone up to an 86. Our lowest rated starting 11 players are 86 rated right now. And I'm confident basically all of them except for Konsa are going to grow further. Wharton might hit the 90s. Gordon might hit the 90s. This team is unreal. And the thing that I'm very happy about now, our bench of all Englishmen is stacked. Here is visual confirmation though that we are in the Champions League this year. We are not getting gypped by Aston Villa. We are in the Champions League and I want top 8. I want an automatic path to the round of 16. But we are going to be versing Bruno in our first Champions League match. This is the path away at Bayern Munich. Hosting Slavia Praha. Back to Germany, the other powerhouse, off to the Signal Iduna Park. Hosting Dender. Hosting PSG. It is really tough game, easy game. Tough game, easy game. Porto in December. That's a medium tier 1 for sure. And then we're away at the San Siro and away in Athens for our final 2 games. Oh, I mean, if we are a genuine contender, that shouldn't worry us. Just get top 8. Oh, 15th in the Champions League. We get 4 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses. Almost every year, 14 points is enough to get you into the top 8, but it is not going to be enough. We are going to finish 15th. And we are in the playoffs. Oh, and this isn't an easy task at all. We're going to be taking on Bayer Leverkusen with our all-English Newcastle squad. Things are going well in the Premier League, though. 3rd position right now. 5 behind Liverpool, 9 behind Man City. Here we go, fellas. First leg is at home. Sorry, it's on the road, rather, at the Bayer Arena. A snowy night here. We need to get off the ground running. We need to set ourselves up for a strong second leg at St. James's Park, which we do. We do just that. It would have been nice if Tillman didn't get that goal in the 79th minute, but the lap gets a brace. We are 3-1 up. Oh, but Wharton is suspended for this second leg. That is annoying. Ramsey into the starting 11. Willock comes onto the bench. Technically, if we lose here to Leverkusen, like lose bad enough to get eliminated, that would be worse than season 1, which would be a disaster, given we have almost half the starting 11 at the 90s, or about to hit the 90s, where our lowest players are 87 rated, but here goes nothing. 3-1 up, get the job done, we get the job done. A yellow card to Bellingham, though. I'm hoping he's not out for the round of 16. PSG in the round of 16. Delightful. Really, really happy to see that one, aren't we? Bellingham is here, though. Wharton is back into the starting 11. At home for the first leg. We need a strong start against PSG, and it is going to be a 1-1 draw. Everything tied up as we head to Paris. We need our 2-star players in Bellingham and Saka to step up here, though. We need the lads, the all-English team, to get the job done. get us into the quarterfinals. Come on, Newcastle, come on! We do it in extra time. Saka and Gordon gets in there. Rodgers, Saka, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful quarterfinal bound. All right, here we go. It's going to be, there are 4 English teams out of the teams remaining. 4 English, 2 Spanish, 2 German. We've got Chelsea in the quarters. Gordon is suspended, though, for this first leg. That will see Madueke into the starting 11 for this first leg. It is only right in a rebuild where we're trying to make England the world's best nation that we have some all-English affairs. First leg at home. We get a 3-1 win. Rodgers, you beautiful man. Morgan Rodgers with a brace. 3-1 up as we head to Stamford Bridge. Getting a full-strength starting 11 on the park, though, is proven to be a bit of a challenge. Gahey is going to be suspended. Gordon's back. Gay's out. So Branthwaite enters the back line. It's not unrealistic. There was a reality where I saw him as a starter in this video. For now, though, he's into the squad. 3-1 up. 2-1. We get a yellow. What are the odds that Konsa gets suspended for the semi-finals? We are into the semi-finals. 5-2. Konsa, you better not be suspended. Okay, we do have an opportunity now, though, to take out the only non-English team remaining. If we're able to beat Atletico Madrid, it would be an all-English Champions League final. But let's get past step 1 first. So already a minor win here. Konsa is not suspended for this one. Full strength starting 11. Let's take it one game at a time. First leg away in the Spanish capital is a 3-0 win. Oh, that is beautiful. Saka, Wharton, 3-0 up as we head back to St. James's Park. I don't want to go off too early, but we might start booking our flights for the final. Livramento is suspended for this second leg, but you know what? I'm actually okay with that because that guarantees he will be there for the final. Bergel comes in. It's going to take a monumental choke job for us to not be into a Champions League final. Come on, lads. Get us there. That's perfect. 0 goals scored, but also 0 injuries, 0 suspensions. We're going to be heading to a Champions League final, full strength squad. We knew it was going to be an all-English final, but here is the answer to our questions. We're going to be versing Arsenal in this Champions League final as we claim to make England the world's best country. A look around the grounds, Man City did win the Europa League this year. Ajax, they win the Conference League. And for the second straight year, we have finished 3rd in the Premier League. This is, actually no it's not, I was going to say this is big for Arsenal because of course Man City did win the Europa League, but Man City in 2nd, so Arsenal will be in the Champions League with us again next year, regardless of the result. Liverpool winning the league. Sunderland coming 9th. Villa have just gone down and down and down in this video, but it's Bournemouth, Ipswich and Coventry getting relegated. Chelsea win the FA Cup. We win the Carabao Cup, and we did it against a rival as well, Middlesbrough, the little brother in the region, but we have taken down Middlesbrough to win an all-Northern Carabao Cup. One of the main reasons I was so excited about doing this video was to be able to hopefully use players like Saka and like Jude Bellingham. We're going to get multiple attempts with them, but I would love it. Look at some of these numbers the lads have been putting up. That is absolutely ridiculous, but we're going to be getting multiple bites of the cherry. Let's see if we can get it done here in season number 3. The game couldn't have teed this up better for us. The Champions League final is going to be at Wembley Stadium. The all-English final in the England rebuild Wembley Stadium. This is fate. Bro, I straight up cannot get this ball off Arsenal. What a tackle from Gahey. This is my first time with possession in this entire game. Go on. Whoever that was stepped up massively. Zinchenko stepped up massively. Gordon's got options. I see the overlapping run. That's beautifully done. Square it. No, no way. He's offside. Well, that angle's not going to prove much. Oh, he was a mile offside. God damn. Bro, I cannot get the ball off Williams. He is killing it for Arsenal. I can't get the ball away. Bro, they're passing us to death. Trafford. I don't know how he saved that one. Livramento holding it up here. Don't know how we still got possession here. Trying to pass them, trying to do what they did to us. Saka, I should have hit it the other side. I don't know where the scoreboard has gone, but we are here, start of the second half. Can we get something? Gordon drilling that one up there to the lap. I'm not sure where the scoreboard has gone, but right now I don't care. Madueke. Madueke? Why the hell's Madueke in here? I didn't bring him on. Where the hell's Saka? Has this game glitched out? I don't care though if we can score. What the hell has happened in this game? Bro, I did not bring on Saka. I did not bring Saka off. What has happened? Like, we don't have the scoreboard. The game is fully glitched. Shout out EA. Wow, the scoreboard finally decided to join us. The 77th minute. Hall. Ball in. Delap. Header in the goal. Oh, we get the scoreboard back. And Liam Delap. I'm trying to not be too loud because I am in an Airbnb and I'm not trying to get the people on the other side of that wall offside. But Liam Delap is going to stay on side and give us the lead with just under 15 minutes to go. I mean, if we could get a second goal here, that would be really nice. Noni Madueke, screw it. Ball in. Oh, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. I hope there's not enough time. There shouldn't be. There shouldn't be. There isn't. We have got the job done. An absolutely ludicrous final there. Glitches galore. I still don't know what happened to Saka, but I'm totally fine with the end product. The man that got us the assist for the goal, Hall, is going to be the man that lifts the title, lifts the Champions League trophy as we officially crowned England the world's best country. Lads, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like on the video, click here to subscribe, and click here to check out another video.